Okay, here we are. We are back. We are back. We just finished the Norman campaign some seconds ago. And here we are for the 100 Years War campaign. And we begin at year 1351, the combats of the 30 chivalry. England's king waged war for his claim to France. In the midst of violent raids and devastating battles, one tournament of champions would uphold the values of chivalry. Let me check that the stream is working properly once again. Alright, seems to be working perfectly. Okay. Okay. Seems to be working perfectly. Awesome. Let's get to it. We just finished the Norman campaign. As I've said, I will upload it as soon as I can. So let's begin with the French campaign. I assume it will be French. Second book. All right. It'll be interesting to see the differences between civilizations. We go to France.
What we know as the idyllic French countryside was a living hell. For more than 15 years, the people had suffered at the hands of English invaders. Little did they know that this war would last for another 100 years. But through this crucible of fighting, famine and plague, there would emerge the modern nation of France. England's King Edward III looked jealously across the English Channel. Wanting France for his own, he had added the fleur-de-lis, the symbol of France, to his own royal standard. This was an all-out declaration of war. And in 1337, he invaded.
Damn, the sand is white over there.
Philippe VI. As the English burned their way across the land, Philippe's army and his legendary knights marched to meet them and came face to face with the English longbow. A simple weapon, but the most devastating the knights had ever faced. The heroes of France fell to storms of English arrows. The war engulfed the French countryside. By 1351, the conflict was focused on Brittany. One fight stands out as a spectacular display of chivalry and a symbol of the wider conflict between the two enemy nations.
I like how they connected the two campaigns.
Is still commemorated here in Brittany.
That's pretty well done.
It was a dispute between two local families, supported by the opposing sides in the war. The French and English commanders decided to settle it through a trial of knightly combat.
Trials of God. Ordeals.
Each side would choose 30 champions to fight on neutral ground.
Ah.
France prepared to defend itself against England's finest.
You know that was the, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like this also in English. The origin of the word ordeal was actually those. It means, if I'm not mistaken, because in Latin it was like that, trial of God, when they would kill each other. I have no idea if the meaning has changed over the years, but you get the point. I love how they connected the English and the French campaign, kind of like we begin at Great Britain and then we will move to France. But I love how they connected them with that point of the longbowmen, because during the campaign, we could clearly see that the longbowmen were OP, as I have been countlessly mentioning that the longbowmen were and are OP, that they were OP, and I love that they kind of like tell you, well, you managed to beat the English campaign on hard mode thanks to the longbowmen, and now
ending the suffering of the French peasantry, Sir Jean de Beaumanoir sent a challenge to the English commander. 30 champions on each side would compete in a tournament for final claim to Brittany. With the battleground of the halfway oak agreed upon, Sir Jean set out to gather support from local knights.
Okay, we begin slow and easy. I see. Okay, wait. Let's just say, as I was saying, sorry, but I got interrupted a bit. During the first campaign, the game tells you, the campaign forces you to create a longbowman, because otherwise you cannot finish that campaign.
As a knight himself, Sir Jean followed the strict
Could you
rules
stop
of
talking?
chivalry and was expected to protect the local peasantry and ensure peace.
Alright, it's a baseless exploration mission. Pretty sweet. As I was saying, let me please finish this idea once and for all. Stop talking. There we go. As I was saying, during the first campaign, the campaign forces you to create longbowmen. They are quite OP to beat that campaign. And now the game tells you, well, now you're going to learn that they can be countered. You will learn how to counter them. They are extremely lethal. You managed to beat this campaign thanks to them, and now you're going to learn how to counter them. I hope that's the focus for the campaign. I am imagining it. I hope that's the real focus for the campaign. I hope that's the real focus for the campaign, and not... see, what's going on with this? It's showing me whatever it wants. Well, whatever. Here we go. Don't worry. I love that idea. I hope that's the focus for this campaign. Let's begin by saying that. Alright, so we begin. By the way, floor, not the one you are imagining, like F-L-O-O-R, no, like F-L-O, single O-R, means flower, because it said flor de lis. See that we Spanish speakers, we share a lot of things with those languages. Italian, French, Portuguese as well. Ah, wolves. Sir Oliver Arrel. Oh. What do we have here? Attack speed. Melee attack damage for... Right? Recruit Oliver Arrel.
Most medieval tournaments were friendly in nature, held for sport and glory, but the combat of the 30 was arranged between opponents mired in war.
No, that's not absolutely
These raids
true.
had torn through the countryside of Brittany and brought great hardship to the people.
No, that's not absolutely true. That's not true for all cases. They were during the medieval age. They would settle. I'm telling this because I'm a lawyer, in case you don't know. And besides, I studied continental law, which had strong roots both in the Roman Empire and a bit here as well, because they copied the structure of the continental law system. It's all written. It has nothing to do with what you know. If you're an English speaker, it has nothing to do with what you know. Healing. It's all written. It's a whole other story, just so you have an idea. Well, trials of God were the main way of justice, let's say.
An English raiding party attacking a nearby farmstead.
Sir Guy de Rochefort. Ah, there they are. Where is the attack speed? Sander? Demoralizes nearby enemy. Damn, why is this lagging? Come on. Why is the sound crackling? Please. Let's go for some healing. No, as I was saying, it's not true. Anyways, this is a baseless exploration mission. It's pretty easy. As I was saying, they would solve disputes by doing something they call trials of God. That was pretty usual. And yeah, they will simply kill each other. Not 30 against 30, one-on-one. But it was... Damn, this thing... Don't tell me you are gonna crash, please. Don't tell me you are gonna crash. Come on. Come on, don't tell me you're gonna crash. Look at the insane...
Knights defeated the English raiders, and Sir Guy de Rochefort joined Sir Jean's party.
Okay. Look at the RAM consumption. The RAM consumption for this game is pretty high. While that's normal for real-time strategy games, this one is particularly high. As I was saying, they would solve all of these disputes with something they call trials of God. They would simply kill each other. And supposedly, God will choose the victor regardless of who died. I'm telling you this because I'm a lawyer and I've studied this because it's essential to continental law systems, which I had to naturally sit for a lot of exams. But yeah, it was kind of like worse. There we go. What, do we have a new ability here? Let's spam our abilities and... Okay. Actually, the law system in the Roman Empire was much more sophisticated. One would think, no, it wasn't the case. Medieval age comes after Roman Empire. No, you are wrong. You are absolutely wrong. I know it's easy to think that, but no, that's not the case. The medieval age was kind of like a step back regarding law structure and a lot of... What? What else, Poe? What? Where did I have to go? Optional recruit additional champions. Well, don't tell me I had to go over there first. What did I have to do? What was I supposed to do? I should have first gone over here. Or what? Or whatever. We're stealing the game, don't worry. I was saying, the law system was much more complex during the Roman Empire. Here they would solve everything with trial by combat, let's say. It was actually called trials of God. God would determine everything. But they didn't have a universal law system. I lost control of everything. Win a duel. Yeah, like this. Exactly. Alright. Pretty straightforward. There's nothing I can do. Pretty simplistic, if you ask me. Here. Nothing. Different champions each have unique... Alright. Alright. Recruit additional champions to combat the English. Alright. As I've said, it was a great idea connecting both campaigns like this. with the longbowmen being so OP, and I hope the focus for this campaign is, well, you use the longbowmen to win the previous campaign.
Sir Jean
Now you're
was the
gonna learn
secretary
how
of the
to.
tournament, where he prepared to choose which knights would join him in battle.
Now you're gonna learn how to counter them. I hope that's the focus. I hope that's the focus for the second campaign. Select champions to combat English. The English, sorry.
Each knight would be
Ah.
accompanied by his squires, young nobles in training to become knights themselves.
Okay. Tip: review and counter the assembled English combatants, and where are they? I see now one. Let's save, because I don't have control of a base here. They should have added a quick save button. Let's say, because I don't have control of a base here, if they counter us, I don't want to waste your time. Select champions. Spearman, healing, armor, Sunder, demoralizes, decreasing their melee armor, health, healing, of course. If I've learned something from RPG games, it's that you always need healing. Armor is not as important as demoralizing. That could help me beat.
Sir Jean had selected his champions. As the sun rose, the two sides entered the arena.
Alright.
First round of combat.
Ah, it's in rounds. It's divided in rounds. This will be interesting. Also, we'll see if this campaign has... if it revolves around hero units a bit more, at least a bit more. I'm not asking for StarCraft or Warcraft, that's a different style, so we just kill them. Alright, let's kill each other. It's a round on kill. We should be good. They have a lot of cavalry, which is weak against the spearmen, and well, the rest we have the bonuses, which should compensate for the weakness against swordsmen or man-at-arms. Man-at-arms. We should be good. We should be good. Can I spam more abilities? They killed one champion, but we're good.
Claiming an easy victory in the
Huh?
first round, the French champions left the arena to recover their strength.
Reinforce units and research technology. Ah, well, this was a pretty good idea, if you ask me. I love how the game is telling me unit armor and damage can be upgraded at the blacksmith. Right now at the second campaign. Right, after the whole Norman campaign, I could have been killed 1,000 times easily. That's the only thing I can research, right? We have to wait. Or what? Unit damage can be upgraded at the blacksmith. Yeah, but I don't have resources. Return to the field when ready, alright. Look at the clouds.
The French knights returned to the arena for another round of combat.
Anyways, they are the same guys.
Was about to decide which nation would control the Duchy of Brittany.
I think this is the end. An interesting concept. If they hadn't killed my hero unit right at the end, this would have been much easier, but well. Round 2 has begun. Yeah. Healing and this. I should not have triggered this. Well, but it's over 10 seconds, so we're good. See, this is the strategic, the real-time tactic element I've been mentioning, that it's the signature of Relic. If you surround enemies in this game, your units are much more effective. In Age of Empires 2 and 3, not that much if you ask me. Not that much. But oh well. Can we zoom in to see the action? They should have gone for better textures for the units. That's true. That's true. But yeah, the main thing I have been spotting is that the campaign doesn't revolve around heroes. For example, I remember Morgan, as I've said, or Saladin. from Age of Empires 2, or Morgan from Age of Empires 3, and the pirate girl, I remember her.
Triumphant, Sir Jean de Beaumanoir and his loyal knights.
Or Nathaniel from Age of Empires 3.
The combat of the 30 had decided control of Brittany in favor of the French. Little did the two sides know, this was just the beginning of a bitter war that would outlive them all.
I don't know why I smell... See, that's the music. It didn't work last time during the final mission for the Norman campaign. They have a bug to fix over there. Well, of course. So thank you. I don't want Microsoft knowing what's the color of my pants, as I always say. I know that I repeated that joke 1,000 times, but it never